Greetings. So this is going to be a Love Vibes read. I'm sorry if the camera's shaking. Okay. I'll try my best not to shake the table. So I'm going to do a Love Vibes read. It's been a minute, so we're going to just check in and see what's going on. Not every message is going to resonate with each and every one of you. I don't know the nature of the connections before I read them unless I get some type of download beforehand. But yeah, I'm just gonna pull here from this deck just to see what the overall energy is at this time. What is the message? Holy Spirit, I thank you for divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity. That's only for pure guidance, straight and direct, accurate guidance. What you will allow me to see and to know for the collective. Holy Spirit, what do you want me to? I thank you, Holy Spirit. I thank you, God. I thank you. I thank you, Spirit. I thank you to my spiritual team, my angels, my divine guides. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Something about this energy is a lot of guiding. I'm getting like this guiding light type of energy from this. That it's a lot of, and you guys really want to be, you guys truly want to be in this place of alignment with your path, because it's really going to lead you. It's never going to lead you astray. God, source is never going to lead you astray. When you're following the map of your inner guidance, the compass and the map that God has instilled inside of you, your spirit, your Holy Spirit, your whole spirit has instilled inside of you this direction, this guiding light. You want to take heed and pay attention, even if it doesn't make sense. It might require some sort of sacrifice. And when I say that, some things that you don't want to do at times or don't want to give up and let go of out of fear, out of insecurity, out of doubt, out of comfortability, essentially comfortability of staying in that zone or that level where you're being called higher, you're called to something greater. And it's not going to be things like, dark things that you're going to have to do or to give up. That's not what I mean. But if it's thoughts that are keeping you blocked, if it's people in your life that you need to cut cords with and release, if it's, behaviors and patterns and things like that, or, it might be letting go of something material, or walking away from something, an environment or a structure of some sort. If you're called to that, it may not make sense fully, but in order to go higher, you have to snip and shed. You have to. Sometimes we carry too much and we're not able to take flight because we have so much weighted down on us. So it's something that is calling for you to walk that path, because you're going to see it. And maybe in the past you did this wholeheartedly. You believed in a path. You believed it so much so that maybe you did start to see certain results, but it never really panned out the way that you wanted it to or thought it was going to. But that was just a precursor. Spirit wants you to get back into that spirit of believing again and walking the path. And if it's love, obviously, right? Because that's the reading is about love. It may have not worked out with the person that you thought it was going to work out with in the past, or you're afraid to love a new person, whether they're present in your life at this time or they're going to come into your life soon or whenever, right? And your heart is still blocked because of a past experience where you gave your all, where you believed and you felt it and you just knew that it was them and you knew it was going to happen. But because it didn't happen that way, you became resentful, you became bitter, maybe closed off, maybe fearful, maybe you lost that hope or that spark or that faith. The Spirit's saying that was a precursor. That wasn't the thing. But the difference now is that you're not doing it on your own, or where you're following the path. You're taking your training wheels off, and now you're doing it alongside with Spirit. And sometimes we can think that we are, because we come into our spiritual selves and we become aware of our spiritual selves, and we go through this awakening, and we're just excited by everything that we see, and everything is a sign, and everything is this, everything is that. But we forget to use our discernment. We forget to have our heads screwed on, and we just kind of go about. But we have to have those moments, kind of like a child, where a parent can only tell a child don't do that or don't do this for so long, right? Or so many times. So a child is going to do what they're going to do. If they, want to say, I'm going to jump off the couch and see what happens because I want to, even though my mommy told me not to do it 1,000 times, I'm going to do it. And sometimes we have to go through that in order to stumble and fall, in order to pick ourselves up again, though. We don't fall. We don't go through the so-called failures and the mistakes. We'll never know how to navigate through that and find a solution and learn from that and learn how to pick ourselves up again, or allow, or to see how we do need spirit, how we can't always do everything by ourselves, whether it's also allowing support from those that love you around you, those who have your best intentions, that you don't have to do everything by yourself. And some journeys are meant to just be between you and God, and not outside sources and voices telling you should do this, you should do that. If you didn't experience the counterfeit, if you didn't experience the heartbreak, you wouldn't know what it is that you truly deserve and what you truly desire. Sometimes it does require you to taste something out and be like, I don't really like how that tastes. Or your body reacts to it a certain way, and it's like, that doesn't feel good in our body. So same thing with love and relationships. Not saying that every person that comes your way, you need to get with them, you need to go out with them, you need to sleep with them, you need to talk to them. No. But if you align yourself with that, it happened for a reason. Be careful not to mistake a seasonal connection for a lifetime connection because of how it feels, or because your soul knows what it wants already. It already came here knowing what it was supposed to experience and who is it supposed to experience it with. Some temporary, some lifetime. And when it comes to love, you know that soul, that essence that you're meant to experience. So when you go through those beginning stages of connections, or your beginner phase of love, where you're learning about love and you're learning about what you want and what you don't want, your soul is seeking out that thing that it truly desires. And our human self will go, maybe it's him or her, and then you'll try to mold that person to the essence of what your soul is looking for, and they're not it. That's why it never works out. So rather than us, saying to ourselves, okay, it's not working out because it's not my person, we kind of get into this place where we fold into depression, or we think it's something wrong with us, or will I ever find my person? So it's not that. We come into this life, we experience things, we have free will as well. So although something may not be of our highest good, our highest path, our Creator does give us free will to do whatever. But there's always a path that's better suited. Okay, you have the Empress. Feminine energies, you are in a place of loving yourself, you're nurturing yourself, you're taking care of your needs for the most part. Some of you guys could be working on manifesting something, creating something for yourself, or just very focused on creativity, downloading a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom to acquire. Some of you guys may be going back to a point in your life where you felt maybe you got it wrong, or you did something that you regretted, or how did I get here? How did I get here? How did I get stuck here? At one point when I decided to do this or do that, or be with this person, that person, why did I do that? What was the purpose of it? You're trying to dissect this from a place of wisdom, or what was the wisdom, what was the lesson, so that you understand yourself better moving forward in love. Masculine energy is working on coming out of their ego. Okay, that's what I'm getting with the Strength card. Masculine is learning to come out of it because it's technically in reverse, and it's the shadow aspect of the Strength card. Something about someone's hair being like a golden, like maybe like a light brown to like a ginger color, like a reddish or a honey blonde hair color. Yeah, but this person, whoever the masculine energy is, your energy is in a place of releasing your ego. Could be even something with anger, or responding and reacting in a way that might be a little irrational at times, taking things too personally, being rather than proactive, just being reactive, getting upset, just growling at people. Or just could be being angry with self. There was a card that flipped up. I just seen it. Love spell. You've been bewitched. Okay. Someone here, yeah. I feel like whoever is operating in their feminine energy, like I said, you've been sitting with yourself. You've been asking spirit to make sense of why certain things, why you were tempted to do certain things. Why did you stay? Why did you go here? What made you fall for this person and that person? And I feel like you're understanding that some of it may have been deception, whether it was self-deception or you were dealing with a deceptive person or some type of counterfeit energy that you've karmic, in other words, a karmic connection, karmic partner, where maybe you wanted to see what you wanted to see, and there's nothing wrong with that. Communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So for some of you, you could be the air sign, you could be a Libra specifically, or this other person could be a Libra, but there might need to be a conversation or communication. The Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. And Spirit really wants you to release whoever resonates with needing to compromise, forgive someone. Maybe there is a chance to work things out to some degree. But no matter what happened, it needed to happen for a reason, to see that someone was in a cycle. Someone was repeating the same cycles and getting the same results. Karmic energy. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, or is my deck in reverse? Loyalty with the Page of Pentacles. My deck was in reverse. Ten of Pentacles with completion, and the Star with hope. Yeah. Spirit is saying like the divine feminine energy, because this is a divine feminine. This isn't just like someone that identifies as feminine. They're operating in their divine self or aligning with their divine path. Someone is loyal to learning how to get to that place that they want to be within themselves, how to create or align with their path, align with what's for them, what's healthy for them, to see this full completion of this commitment or this love. And I don't feel like it's being projected onto a specific person, actually. I feel like it's just, I'm open to what's for me. Although there is some sort of masculine energy here, and this masculine energy I'm picking up on is working on releasing some of their ego self, this dark energy, the shadow energy, some anger, some pridefulness, some stubbornness, boastfulness, thinking maybe like someone probably needs to be humbled a little bit. Someone that may have thought they could get away with certain things. Someone that could have been breadcrumbing the other. I do feel that with the love spell card, where someone was bewitched, being told what they wanted to hear, promises not being followed through. And also to stop the cycle of investing in things just to invest. Did you have the gambling card at the bottom of the deck? It says problems with addiction, gambling, or bad finances. With the Wheel of Fortune as well, it's kind of giving me like gamble, take a risk, Vegas, like just the slot machine, just throwing money just to see, hopefully I win. So no more of doing that. It's more of divinely directed steps, ordered steps that are divinely, aligned and guided, not just doing things just to be doing them, just out of blind, just being blind to what you're doing. Some of you definitely could be a Capricorn or a Sagittarius or a cusp. Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. But no more of this. It's fair to say, like, no more of investing in things just to see where it goes and how, like, frivolous movements, frivolous actions and steps. For some of you, this person was like taking a gamble with you. And this is so interesting. I never noticed this, but this girl in the Page of Pentacles is holding a globe, the world, versus this pentacle. I feel like this pentacle represents the divine gift, something that is always going to hold value, versus this world. This globe could represent the worldly things, can represent everything that everybody else is doing, what society says is normal, what society says is love and how we should be in relationships, and we know that, you know, love is not being promoted in a good way. It's a lot of toxic relationships being promoted and as normalized. And thank God people are doing the inner work for themselves, so they, you know, they know what's healthy and what's not, and what they really want in love and what they really deserve. There's a lot of people becoming aware of themselves. So I want this Ten of Pentacles. I don't want the world. I don't want just what everybody else says I should have or thinks, you know, women should have or men should have, or by this age I should be having this and doing this, or because it worked for this person, or this, you know, if you have a baby, you might as well just settle down and marry that person, even if that's not what's meant. Whatever the case may be, like, you're no longer making those types of choices. You're siding. And for some of you guys, maybe the gamble is this time investing, like I said, investing in divine order and divine alignment now with source and spirit. This person also, too, whoever the masculine energy is, may have made a gamble with this feminine. Chose worldly things, what was easy accessible, what was the wide path versus the narrow path versus the path that they're guided to go on. The High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck with hidden talents. So feminine energy, you're coming into your spiritual giftings on a deeper level. For some of you, you're tapping into hidden talents and gifts that you didn't know that you had. And I'm getting, for some of you, it's something with literature, writing, or you're going to be putting and breathing life more into those things, or just your talents, period. So burdens of responsibility. Yeah, I do get that you both are working on some heavy energies, but it seems like the feminine energy it's a little more lighter, because feminine energy, you're aligning with what divine spirit, like your higher source, is guiding you towards, rather than trying to do it all by yourself right now, or maybe in the past you try to do or figure everything out on your own. And I feel like the masculine is, although they're working through their ego right now, I still feel like there's a bit of resistance because they're not doing it in alignment with spirit. It's kind of like they're fighting this a bit, or their higher self is fighting the lower self. And then you have the Ten of Cups union. So there is a union that's going to take place. I'm not sure whether it's with this person or not. So I'm going to clarify and see where you guys are with each other. And clear this all up. See, where's the feminine when it comes to this masculine? Collectively, Holy Spirit, ask for divine wisdom and truth. Here's the feminine energy. High Priestess again. So really just turning inward within self, really reflecting, allowing themselves to be divinely guided, not focusing too much on what's happening outside of them, not getting caught up or distracted by that. Let's see, masculine, whoa. So this masculine energy, it's like they're focused. I'm getting a focus on this feminine energy, and they're where they're at right now. But some feminine energies, you're not fully listening to your intuition, or I wouldn't say that you're not fully listening. You may not fully understand the downloads or the insight, or trying to navigate through this. And I feel like there's a sacred practice behind the scenes that you've taken on for some of you, or you've isolated yourself to hear yourself, and it could have been something painful that led you here. Let's see. Divine Spirit, where's it? Feminine. Water signs. Some of you guys could be a water sign: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Feminine. Open your heart. It will help you attract more love. So this is where you're at. I don't feel like you guys are, even if you are here thinking about a specific person, majority of your energy, if there was like, say, a percentage of your energy focus on a person versus focusing on just what your heart really wants, I would say like 80% is focused on what your heart really wants to attract, and 10% is focused on a specific person. So not a lot of your energy's being put towards another person. Where is this masculine energy at with this feminine? Gold digger and air sign. Yeah, so it could be an air sign masculine versus a water sign feminine. With the gold digger card, they want your money being used. So this person could have wanted you for all the wrong reasons, or they were afraid that you wanted them for all the wrong reasons. Getting a Pisces and a Libra, but it doesn't have to be. That's what's dominant. So this could resonate more so for those that are in that type of dynamic, Pisces feminine and a Libra masculine energy, but or a Libra feminine as well. But I'm kind of picking up, someone felt that this feminine could have wanted something. So this masculine could be someone of like prominence, or they have something with that Leo, the strength card energy, Leo energy. This person could also be a Leo too. I have a lot of Leo placements. So this person, I feel like kind of, it's like I'm getting like this God gift to women type of vibe from this masculine. Like they think very highly of themselves, but in a shallow way. So you have the Devil with the Rebirth card, the Tower with upheaval, the Ace of Cups with tenderness, Five of Swords with conflict. So yeah, feminine energy, you had to die to a certain part of yourself, and I feel like you left something that was ensnaring you, was a stronghold. It could have been a strong sexual passion or connection. This person sees you as someone powerful. You loose your grip. This person might be someone that takes pride in women being stuck on them and being sad or depressed over them, or the fact that maybe some women in the past or feminine energies could not let this person go. They took pride in that. It made them feel good. Maybe they got a lot out of your energy, because I feel like you have a very powerful energy. A lot of major arcana cards keep coming out. I'm using a major arcana card deck with these cards, that deck right there. But this deck, you pulled a lot of majors. So I feel like feminine energy, you're very, very powerful, and your ability, your game to, your come up game is really good. Like you have the ability to come back. You have the ability to like rise from the ashes, because you understand the beauty of, beauty for your ashes. So all of that which you've burned to the ground, all of that part of yourself that the skin that you've had to shed, you pulled yourself out of something that essentially I feel like was a very tempting dark energy, very deceptive, persuasive energy that this person has. And I feel like you could have resulted to maybe playing games or kind of falling into that with this person at times. They kind of brought out some shadow sides in you, but you brought yourself back to harmony and balance. Some of you guys really do have this fiery hair color. Some of you might like wearing like red tones, or you've dyed your hair a certain color, like a copper orangish color, or like I said, a honey blonde, or you have natural red hair, or like ginger color hair, because I keep seeing women with that. This woman keeps coming out in this one, so I have to point that out. But for some of you, you are a force to be reckoned with, and I feel like you have also a very gentle spirit, but you choose when to take that side out that needs to confront and face, and may have to cut somebody off, may have to set somebody straight. But there's a part of you that is gentle and is in tune and connected to others and empathic. But you had to go through this tower moment. Something had to explode in order for you to get to this place where you redeemed yourself, where you rose from the ashes. What was meant to take you down, what was meant to keep you stuck, what was set up for you, you rise from that. And I feel like the biggest lesson here is going to be forgiveness, because it may have not been easy. I feel like this person did do a lot to hurt you. This person could have purposely, I'm getting a toxic masculine, I'm not getting a divine masculine. So some of you, this is a karmic that you are releasing, where this person feel like this person was saying things to you or doing little things behind your back to get your reaction, like maybe flirted with other women, slept with other women, or talked about other women in front of you to get a reaction out of you, or they knew that you wanted to be with them, they knew that you had feelings, but kind of kept you on the hook. Maybe they entertained other women while they knew you were waiting. This person is like very egotistical, and this person, if it hasn't happened already, they're going to have a tower moment of their own where they're going to have a humbling moment, if not already. Like their pride and their ego, they probably ain't got nobody trying to talk to them. Some people would have like probably woke up to this. They might meet their karma in another person that's going to like be even more of a player than they are, even more of a shiesty person than they are, or even more egotistical, and they're going to drive that person to the ground. They're going to drag them to the ground, because I feel like this person needs a humbling, or it could be seeing you not want them anymore, or you telling them you don't want them and really meaning that, because I feel like you guys are getting to a point where you're more receptive to what you want than not. So this person wants you to know, I'm asking about this masculine energy we're picking up on. This person wants you to know they're waiting on you patiently. They do hide their feelings from you. This person's immature. I can't do this. Will we ever make things right? So yeah, there's some type of, and this morning I heard the word truce. I heard the word truce, yeah, earlier this morning. So this person may want to make amends with you, but they want you to do it. They're not going to do it. They want you to do it. This person doesn't know how to address their feelings and their emotions, so they might do things to provoke reactions out of people rather than just being direct. So, but I feel like this person, honestly, they're no match for you. They're no match for you. I do feel like you're going to take this person by surprise, for sure. You're going to take this person by surprise and shock when they come to find that you're not open to them anymore. And I feel like it's because your energy, you're on a different level. Whenever I see the High Priestess, I think of initiation, a high level of ranking spiritually. And not everybody is going to be able to confront the High Priestess. Everyone is welcome to meet the High Priestess, but not a lot of people are going to feel qualified to her secrets. You have to be ready. It's like esoteric energy, occultic in the sense of what's hidden. It's there in plain sight, but it's hidden. You don't understand what you're looking at. It's something there that's very mysterious. You feel the power. You know it's something, but you can't quite understand it, decode it, or unless you're at that level of receptivity or you're in a place where you want to experience the High Priestess. Not everybody is able to do that, which is why she's so sacred, because she's not something that everyone can handle. It's available to anyone, but only those that are really ready to meet her and match her vibrationally, or to come to acknowledge who she really is in depth and what she holds inside of her. You got to be at a certain level to even get to that place. If not, you're not going to know what you're looking at. You're not going to understand the energy at all that you are standing before. Because the Empress she embodies these energies. She's very powerful, but she's down to earth at the same time. She's still human. But there's a part of her that is sacred and that is divinely protected as well. All students are welcome. Do you walk into a temple and vandalize the temple, or do you go in and show reverence and respect when you come into that temple? Same thing with this feminine. That is why sometimes people can't get too close, or things don't last long with you, because not everybody is meant to experience the depth of you. They can't handle it. That would mean they would have to rise to the occasion within themselves to even take in the knowledge of their own self. Period. So I'm gonna leave it at that, you guys, because I feel like this person is going to keep a space open for you, but not from a place that's healthy, at least not right now. They got to work through their shadow self. They got to work through that ego. So at this time, I don't feel commitment. Things are getting serious. Let's see. Let me clarify it. It's at 30 minutes. Patience. Just a few more months. Good things could come to those who wait. So yeah, you guys are not going to be single for long. If you are single, I don't feel for everyone, and I have to be careful with this because this is a general reading, but for the most part, I don't see you guys, if this person is someone that was a serpent, a snake, a deceptive creature towards you, fed you lies and confusion, this is not your person. I don't feel this is your person. I feel that the commitment and patience is, they will be back. Spirit is saying expect to hear from them soon. But yeah, someone is with sexuality, someone's still figuring themselves out. This is not the person. I feel like there's someone else, and you might be tested. And are you willing to wait for the connection and commitment that's really for you? Are you really able to be patient, or are you going to be tempted to fall back into it with this person? That is the thing there. Okay, so much love as always. Peace.